Welcome back, Honestman, Skyrim, Survival. I'm here with Daenerys Targaryen. We are just outside of the Dark Brotherhood Sanctuary, returning from an interesting proposal to assassinate the Emperor. So we're going to chat with Astrid about that. But before we do, very quick update. As you can see, we've got some new duds. And this is the Savior's Hide, which confers 15% magic resist and 50% poison resist, and all in all was just a straight upgrade from the Dark Brotherhood chest piece that I was using previously. You also notice that I have the Mask of Clavicus Vial here. Both of these are Daedric artifacts, and if you want to know more about how I got those, I'm going to have a little card here. You can refer to Season 1, Episode 21, Daedric Drama, which details how to obtain those two items. So now that we're all caught up, let's head inside.
You're back. Good. All right, so, did you meet this Motier? What did he want?
Well, he wants us to kill the Emperor.
You're joking.
Well, this letter should have the details.
What's this?
As I said, the letter will have the details, and the amulet here is for expenses.
By Sithis, you're not joking. To kill the Emperor of Tamriel. The Dark Brotherhood hasn't done such a thing since the assassination of Pelagius. As a matter of fact, no one has dared assassinate an Emperor of Tamriel since the murder of Uriel Septim, and that was 200 years ago.
Well, surely the Night Mother wouldn't lead us wrong.
No, she certainly wouldn't. And, for whatever reason, she chose to relay Motier's information to you. I don't know exactly what's going on here, if you're the listener, or this is some fluke, or what. But what we now have before us...
So we'll accept.
You're damn right we'll accept it. If we pull this off, the Dark Brotherhood will know a fear and respect we haven't seen in centuries. You think I'd abandon an opportunity to lead my family to glory? But this is all so much to take in. I need time to read the letter and figure out where we go from here. And this amulet.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking we need that amulet appraised. I want to know where it came from, how much it's worth, and if we can actually get away with selling it. And there's only one man who can give us what we need. Delvin Mallory. He's a fence, a private operator. Works out of the Ratway in Riften.
We're
Give me
acquainted.
the letter. Bring Mallory the amulet. Find out everything you can and sell it if he's willing. He'll offer a letter of credit. That's fine. Delvin Mallory and the Dark Brotherhood have... history. He can be trusted.
Your latest exploit certainly has the sanctuary talking.
The temple contract? Well, I certainly won't deny my involvement.
But really, a hawker, some twine, 3 wood elves, and a hatchet? Points for creativity, if nothing else.
You give me too much credit. For how could I fail? I am, after all, just a little girl. What threat could I possibly pose?
Need something?
Any advice?
If the Night Mother truly spoke to you, if you really are the listener, your destiny was written in the void. Astrid is right to fear your power. Walk always in the shadow of Sithis.
Sister,
Any advice?
so you're the listener, eh? Well, that hardly seems fair. You just got here. The Night Mother should have spoken to me. Any idiot could see that. But I will serve gladly, as that's my lot in life. Now let's see. Volenrood. Well, it's an old crypt, infested with Draugr, so plan accordingly. Yeah, goodbye. Kill lots of people. Hail Sithis, blah, blah, all that.
It's been quite a boon, looking like a child. No one ever suspects a thing. My targets make the mistake of not perceiving me as a threat. Last mistake they ever make.
Any advice?
The man you need to speak with, his name is Motier. That's a very old and powerful Breton family, firmly established in Cyrodiil. Most curious.
Remarkable.
Right then.
I am but a humble instrument of Sithis. Our dread father guides me.
Greetings, sister. The shadow scales are all but forgotten. An ancient tradition. From another time.
Any advice?
Just remember Astrid's commitment to her sanctuary, to her family. A family that now counts you as one of its own. Honor Astrid above all others. Until next time, sister.
Okay, so we are once again back in Riften at the Temple of Mara. Check in on our good deeds.
Lady Mara bids you welcome to her benevolence. What is it you seek, my child?
I helped the long-dead lovers find each other.
Your efforts have helped illuminate the entire province. I trust by now you've achieved a higher comprehension of love. Carry the blessings of Mara with you so the rest of the province may shine with her glories.
Does the temple need any additional assistance?
Riften is drowning in a sea of sin and wickedness, and it's my personal mission to let everyone know that the warmth of Mara can see them through. All I need is a messenger to bring her words to these poor souls by distributing these missives.
Sure.
Oh my, how wonderful! Lady Mara will be so pleased. Here you are. Now make sure you give out every single one. We can't afford to let even one lost soul stray from her warmth.
Any tips?
Almost anyone in Riften is in dire need of those missives. Speak to them, child. You will know who will listen and who will sin. A word of advice. Keep away from the Keep and the city guards. They follow their own path and have already forsaken her. You represent Mara now. Set an example for all.
Indeed.
Blessings of Mara upon you.
Okay, I'm not terribly interested in becoming an evangelist and handing out flyers. We already got the big payoff, which is this Agent of Mara boon, which is a permanent 15% magic resistance. Combined with the 20% that I have unlocked here from the Alteration skill tree, as well as the 15% on the Savior's Hide, brings us to a cool 50% magic resist, which isn't too shabby. I'm still working on getting an additional 10% from Alteration, but that's a bit further out. I think I'm at 50 and I need 70-ish. So, working on that in progress. Now, Mr. Malloy.
All eyes are on you.
Brynjolf, eh? Let me guess. He just plucked you off the street and dropped you into the thick of things without telling you which way is up. Am I right?
That's about right. I suppose I could use some advice.
See, that kind of attitude comes from someone who wants to get rich and stay alive long enough to enjoy it. We're gonna get along nicely. So, if you've got the nerve, I've got plenty of extra jobs to help get the guild back on its feet.
Back on its feet.
Look around you. The flagon, the guild, it's all falling apart. A few decades ago, this place was as busy as the Imperial City. Now, you'll be lucky if you don't trip over a skeever instead.
Why is that?
Look, I know the others think I'm a bit daft for saying stuff like this, but I'm gonna give it you straight. Something out there is piss-drunk mad at us. I don't know who or what it is, but it's beyond just you and me. We've been cursed.
Well, what can we do about it?
I'll tell you what we do. We spit in that curse's face and turn things around down here. Put things back the way they were. That's where you come in. I've got plenty of work available that could guide us down the road to recovery. All you need to do is ask, and we can both come out of this smelling like a rose.
Actually, I'm here on Dark Brotherhood business.
Oh, I see. Well, you're making friends all over, ain't ya?
Mm-hmm.
So, how's Astrid doing these days? Tell her to stop by sometime. We can have a drink. Catch up. Ah, but business, of course. What kind of business?
Well, what can you tell me about this amulet?
Let's see. Where did you get this? No, don't answer. I don't want to know. This is an amulet of the Emperor's Elder Council, specially crafted for each member, worth a small fortune. Ain't something you give up lightly. Look, it ain't my business to tell the Dark Brotherhood its business, but if you killed a member of the Elder Council, you'd better believe.
Will you buy it?
Buy it? This? An Elder Council amulet? Oh yes indeed. Oh, wait just one moment. Here is a letter of credit, usable by Astrid only, for any service or item I can provide, as per our standard arrangement. You bring that back to your lovely mistress, with my regards.
All eyes are on you, lass. Don't disappoint us.
Good, you're back. Well, what did Mallory have to say? Is the amulet authentic?
Yes, and specially made for members of the Elder Council.
The Elder Council? Oh, now that explains quite a bit. Motier, you naughty, naughty boy. Hiring the Dark Brotherhood to help you rise beyond your station. Delicious. Was Mallory willing to buy the amulet?
He was.
Splendid. Then we're ready to begin. Or, more specifically, you're ready to begin. After all, you're the one the Night Mother spoke to. Now then, I hope you have something nice to wear, because you're going to a wedding.
A wedding?
Well, more like the public reception. It should be a lovely affair. You'll mingle with the guests, eat some cake, stab the bride. Oh yes, you've got to kill the bride at her wedding. And they say romance is dead.
Who's the target?
Her name is Vittoria Vici. She oversees the East Empire Company's business holdings in Solitude. The wedding is being held in that city, at the Temple of the Divines. Her death will cause an uproar, which is exactly what we want. Vici is likely to address her guests frequently, as is the wedding custom. Kill her when she does that, and I promise you a significant bonus. Now go, and give my best to the bride.
Can you provide any more details?
This is a public kill. How you do it is entirely up to you. Arrow to the throat? Knife in the belly. Your choice, so long as it's loud and messy. Because of the current political climate, people are going to assume the murder is related to the bad blood between the Legion and Stormcloaks. In any event, when Vici dies, it's going to be complete pandemonium. Best have your escape route planned out in advance. Off to Solitude with you. Time to give the Emperor some real motivation to visit Skyrim.
You're part of a family now, Hamshank. I trust you, you trust me. Got it?
Any advice?
You gotta kill a soft little woman on her wedding day. What's next? Murdering a crippled orphan in his sleep? Yeah, good luck.
My innocent childish form grants me nearly unrestricted access. Poison or a good bite usually takes care of the rest.
Nobody ever expects a fireball from the darkened corner.
Any advice?
No, killing her will be easy. She'll be so happy she'll never see it coming. I should know. I killed a bride once. Who's our honeymoon? Tepid, I said. The bathwater should be tepid. Lukewarm is not tepid. Close, maybe, but there is a difference. Stupid cow. Stay safe.
Any advice?
It's no fair. I love weddings. Astrid should have given this contract to me. Instead, she's got me visiting cities and assessing security. How bored. But listen, I think I can help you. The wedding reception is outside the Temple of the Divines, right? In Solitude? If so, the bride will probably address the crowd from the balcony. It overlooks the courtyard. Well, there's an old statue there. I've seen it. Hanging right over where she'll be standing. Old means weak. Weak means it could fall.
Indeed.
Until next time, sister.
During the thunderstorm? What can I say? It happened just like you heard. And between
In the Dark Brotherhood, I found acceptance, love, and my life's true purpose.
Any advice?
I hope you don't mind, but I took the liberty of surveying the site of the reception. There's a small parapet just opposite the balcony that would prove an excellent spot for a long-range kill. I left something there for you, if you're inclined to take that approach. Kill well, and often.
Any advice?
Slaughtering the Emperor's cousin? At her wedding? Those guards will be out for blood. Wouldn't surprise me if the crowd jumped in too. Go on now.
Need something?
The shadow scales are all but forgotten. An ancient tradition. From another time.
Any advice?
Your contract sounds simple, which means it certainly will not be. Getting into that reception will be easy. But have you thought about getting out? Stay safe.
Typical Imperial rot. You speak of
I'm just here to
Skyrim
provide
like you know the
protection
land.
for His Eminence's
No,
cousin.
it's people.
Please, enjoy
You're
yourself.
from Cyrodiil. You know nothing about us. Nothing.
Oh, I know enough. I know those trouble-making Stormcloaks refuse to submit to Imperial authority. Such seditious behavior. Why, it's treason.
And when the elves marched into your beloved Cyrodiil, and everyone took up arms against them, wasn't that treason? Against the Dominion, huh?
Why, that's not the same thing at all. The Dominion were invaders, conquerors. We had to fight them to preserve our own way of life.
My point exactly.
My nephew, the Emperor, too busy to attend the wedding of his beloved cousin. We won't stand for this slight, I assure you.
I'm so glad Vittoria and Asgir chose a public reception. That way the entire city can share in their holy bond.
Yeah.
I'm just here to provide protection for His Eminence's cousin. Please, enjoy yourself.
Okay, they're moving to the balcony. There we go.
Good people of Solitude. Are you all enjoying yourselves? Please, eat, drink, and make merry on this most happy of days. These days, it seems there is dread everywhere, whether it be war or dragon. But I beg you, here, today, put such fears aside. Enjoy yourselves. I thank you all.
Victoria! No!
Someone do something!
The bride has been murdered! Somebody help!
The lives of your fellow soldiers are counting on you.
Astrid ordered me to keep an eye on you. Figured you could use a hand when the chaos erupted. I'll try and hold him off as best I can. You get back to the sanctuary.
No chaos. We're good.
It should be good.
Okay, while the people of Solitude are sorting that out, I'm going to lay low for a hot second before heading back to the Dark Brotherhood. So Lydia and I are going to run a little errand here in the northwest. Okay, so we are beneath the Statue of Meridia, which, as you can see, is just a bit west of Solitude. And this is another Daedric artifact quest, which I covered in detail in my first playthrough, which was episode 9, so I'll have a card for that here. But we had a bit of trouble here in our first playthrough, specifically the final boss here, which is what I've jumped ahead to. So I wanted to go through with Daenerys and Lydia and see how we do. I think we're going to do much better than the last time I was here. But let's find out.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, you and me both. I will note that I have abandoned the Zephyr bow in favor of this ebony bow, which is a pretty big upgrade. I think it was about 20% more damage, so it felt like that was worth it. And let's just get the party started here. And we're just going to have Lydia tank in front there, and we'll provide fire support. Teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work. And it looks like I took out Morak with that initial arrow hit. I one-shot him right out the gate. So he's transformed into his shade form here, as you can see. So we're way ahead of where we were on our first playthrough. Let's go finish him off here. Get over here. And
It is done. The Defiler is defeated. Take Dawnbreaker from its pedestal.
Yeah, and he didn't even throw a single spell at me, which seems a little bugged actually, but we got it done. There we go. Okay, Dawnbreaker sword in hand. Lydia was a champ, but we parked her back at Whiterun. And now we're checking back with Astrid.
The news is everywhere. Vittoria Vici, the Emperor's cousin, butchered at her own wedding. Well done. Let's see His Eminence try to ignore this. With Vici's murder, you've started us down a path the Dark Brotherhood hasn't traveled in centuries. The assassination of an emperor. And now your reward. A unique spell to summon a legend of the Dark Brotherhood. His soul serves us now in death, as his body once did in life. Ah, and of course, a bonus for killing Vici while she addressed her guests as instructed. Gold. Simple and pure. Spend it as you will. Now then, time to proceed to the next stage of the plan. Go and speak with Gabriella. She's been helping me arrange your next contract.
Dear sister, I've been waiting for you. Your next contract awaits, as I'm sure Astrid indicated.
She did.
With the Emperor's arrival in Skyrim now a certainty, his security service, the Penitus Oculatus, will need to begin its preparations immediately. Security is being handled by a Commander Morrow. Astrid and I have devised a plan to break the man, and in doing so, cripple the Emperor's protection. You are to slay the Commander's son, Gaius Morrow, and once he is dead, plant false evidence on his body, implicating him in a plot to kill the Emperor. He is set to leave the Penitus Oculatus outpost at Dragonbridge and inspect the security of each city in Skyrim. Go there now. Observe Gaius Morrow's departure and follow him. Waylay him in one of the cities and send his soul to Sithis. Once he's dead, plant the incriminating letter on his body and let fate take care of the rest. Oh, and one final thing.
Yes?
To earn your bonus, do not kill Gaius Morrow in Dragonbridge or on the road. Kill him in one of the other major cities he'll be visiting. There, the body will be discovered quickly, as will the letter implicating Gaius Morrow in the plot to assassinate the Emperor. Do that, and Astrid has authorized me to grant you a rather unique bonus. It is a special token to be given to Olava the Feeble in Whiterun. Olava is an old and dear friend, and a powerful seer. The token entitles you to a reading of your future. It's an opportunity one should not pass up.
Do you know Gaius' schedule?
No, so your best plan is to follow him after he leaves Dragonbridge. However, there is one other option. We know there's an actual written travel schedule, somewhere in the Penitus Oculatus outpost. Securing that would, obviously, be most beneficial.
What would killing him accomplish?
Killing Commander Morrow would do no good. Someone would merely replace him. No, we need him to remain in charge, but distracted, weakened. Implicate and kill his son Gaius, and the commander will be grief-stricken and humiliated, his family name ruined. The security plan will then fail. Best yet, the Emperor will be lulled into a false sense of security, thinking an assassination plot had already been discovered and foiled. Walk in Gaius Morrow's shadow, and deliver to him the judgment of Sithis.
Sister?
Any advice?
Remember, your target is Gaius Morrow, the son, not Commander Morrow, the father. We need him alive. But the son? Ha! Scorch his face off.
Need something?
Any advice?
Killing Gaius Morrow in a city will be challenging because of all the guards. But fights, even murder, are fairly common. Killing him secretly will certainly make things easier on you. But if there are witnesses, so be it. You've got people to kill, my friend. Best get to it.
Greetings, sister.
Any advice?
Astrid had me investigate the Penitus Oculatus. Their members are highly trained, effective warriors. Be on your guard, sister.
Right then. You're part of a family now, Hamshank. I trust you, you trust me. Got it?
Any advice?
What's the matter, listener? Night Mother not feeling very chatty these days? You need help from your flesh and blood lessers? You've got to track a man, kill him, and then frame him for a crime. This contract's perfect. For me. Clearly, my lovely wife made a mistake. Stay safe.
That one you kept alive to serve as witness.
We are here at the outpost in Dragonbridge. Just need to nick this schedule here. Yoink. And we are on our way. There's our guy. Probably heading to Solitude. So we will need to intercept him at a major city. And I think actually Whiterun is probably the simplest. So I'm going to see about rendezvousing with him there. Okay. It's going to take too long, I think, to rendezvous in Whiterun. So we're going to try and head off this guy here at Castle Dower in Solitude. Okay, so he showed up.
By the gods! Did that really just happen?
There we go.
Oh, what happened? Damn it, this will not stand.
They can't see me. I'm too sneaky.
Oh, damn shit.
What happened?
Oh, what happened? What happened?
I'll just wait for it to quiet down and then we'll just sneak on out of here.
Ah, at last. I've been anxiously awaiting your return.
All done.
Yes, I know. As does Astrid. You have done well, and have earned both your reward and a bonus, as I have mentioned. But you should know that we have a more pressing matter to deal with. It's... Cicero. There's been an incident. You should proceed into the sanctuary. I'll let Astrid explain.
Just try to relax, Vizara. Let the elixir do its work. You'll feel better shortly.
Thank you, dear. You are most kind. The Jester's cut feels as bad as it looks, I'm afraid.
Damn it, this never should have happened. We knew better. We knew better, and still we let our guards down. Ugh!
I'll admit, even I'm having a hard time disagreeing with you.
Marrow is dead, I know, but we've got bigger problems right now.
Yeah, Gabrielle mentioned something about Cicero.
The fool went absolutely berserk. He wounded Vizara, tried to kill me, and then he fled. I knew that lunatic couldn't be trusted.
Oh, it's true, I'm afraid. Cicero was a little whirlwind, slashing this way and that. It would have been funny if he weren't trying to murder us all.
Don't forget the ranting and raving. About the Night Mother, how she was the true leader of the Dark Brotherhood. And Astrid was just a pretender.
Well, he's got a point there.
Look, we've got to deal with this situation. You've got to deal with this situation.
What do you want me to do?
I want you to find that miserable little fool and end his life. But first, find my husband. Make sure he's all right. After the attack, Arnbjorn flew into a rage. When Cicero left, Arnbjorn went after him. They disappeared into the wild. Search Cicero's room. Maybe there's something in there that sheds some light on where he might have gone. Let me know the minute you find something. I've got to see to Vizara and calm everyone down.
Bested by a fool. Who's the fool now,
Hush, Vizara. You were very brave. Astrid may well be dead if not for you.
She's right. I'll be forever in your debt, dearest brother. Now be quiet. Just rest.
Cicero's journal. So he rants and raves for quite a few pages, but the important bits are that there is a Dawnstar Sanctuary, which he identifies the passphrase for, which is Innocence, my brother. And he has designs on setting up shop there with Mother. So that seems like a good of a lead as any.
Have you found something?
Yeah, found his journal.
Good, good. Does it say where he may be headed?
Dawnstar Sanctuary.
The Dawnstar Sanctuary? Whatever for. Never mind, it doesn't matter. You need to leave. Now. Every moment counts, so I want you to take my horse. His name is Shadowmere. You'll find him outside by the pool. Let's just say he's... one of us. Find Arnbjorn. Make sure my husband's all right. And then, send that Jester's twisted little soul to the void. In as many pieces as possible.
Did something set him off?
No, nothing. At least, nothing I'm aware of. Well, if I'm being honest, I haven't exactly been discreet lately in expressing my frustration with this whole situation. Obeying the Night Mother. You being the listener. It's ridiculous. No offense. Cicero may have overheard me talking to one of the others about the Night Mother. It's possible I was not entirely respectful. But to go this far, to attempt to murder the leader of a sanctuary, Cicero must pay with his life. There is no other option.
Do you know anything about this sanctuary?
Oh, it's ancient. Apparently one of the first sanctuaries in Skyrim. It hasn't been used by the Brotherhood in close to 100 years. If you say Cicero has gone there, it stands to reason that he's familiar with the place. That means you'll be fighting him on his own ground. Tread carefully.
Isn't there a way to work this out peacefully?
Look, the Dark Brotherhood is a family. This sanctuary is a family. And we've always welcomed those shunned by society. Werewolves, wizards, eternal 10-year-old vampires. What does it matter? In truth, I've rarely met a lunatic I haven't liked. Cicero's problem isn't his madness. It's an adherence to an ancient, outmoded way of life. The Night Mother's ways simply are not our ways. He just couldn't accept that. And now he'll have to pay the price. I took that prancing fool into my home, and this is how he repays me?
I believed in Cicero, but he's betrayed us all.
Any thoughts?
Cicero destroyed any sympathy I may have had for him when he wounded Vizara. Kill the fool and be done with it. Go. Do what has to be done.
What about you, Vizara?
It only hurts when I laugh. Oh. Yes, do not underestimate Cicero. A man like that, small and foolish, is easy to mock. To underestimate. Don't make the same mistake I did. Stay safe.
Should have figured the little lunatic would completely snap. Going after Cicero now would be a fool's errand. That little jester is currently being digested in Arnbjorn's stomach. Mark my words. Good luck. And try not to get yourself
Boy, did
killed.
you miss all the excitement. Alright, so maybe I was wrong. Maybe Cicero coming here wasn't the best thing that could have happened. But even I didn't anticipate this. Well, you know the old saying, when life gives you lemons, go murder a clown.
Indeed.
Burn that little jester alive.
It was a truly terrifying scene. Beautiful in some respects. I feel only pity for Cicero. He must die, of course, but can any of us truly blame him for his actions? We mocked him, disrespected the old ways. Our actions were shameful. Surely the Night Mother weeps this day. May the Shroud of Death embrace you.
And that's going to be a wrap. Shadowmere is now our steed, and we'll pick up next time trying to track down Cicero. Until then, thank you all so much. Please like and subscribe. This has been Honestman, and I'll see you next time with more Skyrim.